Hi, how you? Welcome back to our playthrough of Might and Magic, whichever number we're on. The Mandate of Heaven. I don't know, 6, I think. So, I did a little stuff off screen. Went through and got this fella up to master in his water magic. So now he can start um, enchanting weapons and armor and all that kind of good stuff. Got their last level, so we'll continue on with, at least for now. I don't know of anything else right now to do. Um, I'll do a little research and see where we go from here, because I'm getting to the point where I don't know what I need to do to advance the game, and you guys don't want to watch me run around in circles trying to figure out what to do. And this thing turns out to be a 999 episode game playthrough. So we're going to go ahead and continue our attempt to clear out this zone here, Mire of the Damned. We're getting close. I think we're getting pretty close to what month is it? Month 12. Okay, it's December. I think December. Actually, let's go back. I hope I just didn't. Hold on. Let's restart real quick. Give me just 1 second. Okay. Let's go back to it's December, so let's go back to Bootleg Bay, and I think we can finally get Nikolai back and then return him to the castle. That's been something I've been trying to do for a while now. And while we're doing this, we'll clear out Booty Bay again. For some reason, Bootleg Bay is on a hyper respawn. As you can see, all of the all of the mobs are respawning. Have already respawned where they have not in any of the other areas. So I'm going to try to use the mage to take out most of these guys over here. And then I can hopefully kill that wizard. The lizard wizard. Well, and I also got my fighters up to master on swords, so now they can dual wield. They do a lot more damage. Not as much defense, but we can augment that in other ways. Alright, so got all those guys down. Rifle through all this pile of bodies. now we're gonna go over here and clear out around the circus, and hopefully get Nikolai back, and then we can take him back to where he belongs. Let's see if we can get to a little bit more of an advantage. Yeah, there we go. It's interesting that these guys are attempting to get closer. That's not usual behavior for them. Usually they kind of run around laterally and shoot arrows at you. Alright, so we got to go in the big tent over here. They're here! Yes! Okay. Nikolai. Excuse me, Your Highness. Hi. Would you believe I got lost? And these nice people were taking me home? No? I guess I wouldn't either. I suppose it's time we got back to the castle then. Yeah. Okay, so this guy... So the circus, I'm not going to do it right now. But the circus, you can come in and you can play all these little different games, and you can win items, and sometimes you can sell them back, or other people in the world will be looking for certain things. Like there's this person who will buy golden triangles from you for, you know, a lot of money. So, so let's go ahead and get Nikolai back where he needs to be. See, I cleared out this area long before I did Booty Bay or Bootleg Bay, and these guys are not back yet. So something's up with that little section of the map. Well, thanks for sneaking me out of the castle. Sorry about the circus thing. I hope I wasn't too much trouble to find. I'll go in myself so no one will see that it was you who kidnapped me. Thanks again, and goodbye. I'll remember this. I owe you a favor.
Oh, who goes there?
Master Nikolai Ironfist.
Okay, so everything's back to normal in here. So now we can go find Kilburn's shield. So I do know where Kilburn's shield is. So we might go and do that instead of this episode, instead of clearing out that area, because I don't necessarily want to deal with all of that cursing, all those curses and stuff. So let's go to Blackshire. We got to go to Blackshire, and his shield is in a chest somewhere around in that area. So we'll just clear out Blackshire for the next however long it takes. No flying mounts in this game, or portals. I do have my wizard high enough to learn Lloyd's Beacon, which I think is a teleport spell. I don't really know how it works because I haven't ever gotten that far in the game. Uh, but I do have I do have him far enough along that he can learn that spell, and I'll play around with it and see if I can figure out how it works. Maybe it'll help us kind of move around a little bit easier instead of hoofing it everywhere like the old Conan movies. I always like that castle up there on the hill. That's pretty cool looking. I find playing these games, even though I I tend to do it in stops and starts. I do. Let me go down here and see if there's Lloyd speaking in here. I really like playing these old games. They're just from a simpler time in my life. Ice blast. Okay, here's Lloyd's. Wow, 10,000. That's expensive. So what does this thing do? All right, Lloyd's Beacon lets you place a marker at a location that you want to teleport back to in the future. Just how far in the future depends on your skill and ranking in water magic. Cast a spell whenever you wish to either place a marker or return to one. Okay, so we're master level. We can do 5 beacons. Decays in 1 week per skill. So it lasts for 12 weeks right now. So that's pretty cool. I can have 5 beacons set up. Okay. And I also need to check to see what kind of body spells they have here. Since it's been some time since I've checked. Because I'm getting to the point where I need speed. 2,000. So increases speed. I will get that one because that one's a good buff spell. Power Cure. Okay, I need to save up for that one. Okay, here's Cure Disease. This is what I needed. Yeah. All right, so we're going to get Cure Disease. Because last time my my cleric, he got diseased, and every time you would rest or something, he would lose a bunch of health. So I wasn't sure if it was going to kill him or not.
Okay.
It didn't end up killing him, but it's definitely something that we need to have. Okay, Blackshire. I think this place down here goes to Blackshire, but I don't remember what day. Okay, that's Craigspire. Let me look here at Freehaven. Get my handy dandy cheat thing out. Alright, coach to Blackshire. From the south. Okay, it's on Mondays. I can get there in 5 days by walking to the west. We might as well go ahead and do that. He's really expensive, so I'm gonna go. I'm not to the point yet where I'm making so much money in this game that it's not an object. So where's west? East. Okay, so Blackshire is back that way. Oh yeah, it was in Blackshire that I got diseased. Some werewolves ran up on me and diseased my cleric. It was not very nice of them. Okay, so we got 20 days worth of food now. Just out of curiosity, I'm gonna see if check this shrine. I don't know if it's active or not, but no. I don't usually check the or I keep forgetting to keep track of the time. Oh, there's a horseshoe. Cool. I don't ever remember seeing one on the road there. Yeah. Okay, so this should take us to Blackshire. Alright, let's go ahead and get some buffs going. I definitely need to get this guy up to master in body magic so that he can cast a lot of those buffs for me. I don't know how much magic users are around here, but I'm just gonna go ahead and buff up regardless. So I definitely need to concentrate on all of my characters and getting their perspective. Okay, there's a bunch of baddies over here. So it looks like for the most part we're going to be dealing with werewolves in this area. This greater one's might cause us some issues. Ouch! See, they knock you out. That's the thing. All right, so let's reload from our. That really helped. All right, let's see if we can get away from this guy a little bit. Oh, he's still right on us. It's all R&D with these guys. I mean, R&D, random random RNG, not R&D. RNG with these guys, random number generation. See, that time he didn't mess with us too much. So make sure I don't have to fight him again. Looks like that was the only looks like that was the only big baddie over there. So clearing out this area may take a while. And finding Kilborn's shield. I think it was over there closer toward the village. Oh, there is one over there. Greater werewolf. Alright, well, he's going to get fireballed a lot. I've got some items that will regen my mana, so it's going to be a little bit easier to use magic. and then have it regen. I really wish you guys could hit him with some arrows. Okay. Got him taken care of.
Okay.
Starting to get dark. Great. I probably should have headed toward town and rested. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Let's go ahead and get all these guys cleaned up. Okay. So it's way off to the west. But I think every person in that town is a werewolf as well. And it's probably not a good idea to go in there at night. There's really something really fishy about that town, so...
Got it.
Lots of money. Always liked cash. So I think we're probably just going to have to fight through tonight. I think there was another group of them over here. Ugh, can't see. Saw them on the other side of the road. Okay, yeah, there's probably some right over there. Wolfman, werewolf. Okay, I don't see any greater werewolves. Let's just make pin cushions out of them until they get here.
All right.
Looks like I only aggroed one group of them completely. See if we can get a little bit more armor. See, he diseased me.
All right.
Having them diseased really affects their stats, so probably wouldn't be able to fight very well. Alright, let's see if we can snipe a few more of them before they get here. Looks like we're just dealing with a couple of wolf men here.